Parkinson from the north end. Nice solid defensive shot.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
Got right in behind it.
Negated the spin well then, got nicely on top of the bounce.
Solid defence, very compact.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Nice one.
That was a good slow ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Good, patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it. Misses everything.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Waiting.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait. Wait.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Well, that's the end of a great display of bowling. No score from it. Nicely putting pressure on the batters. Right, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Great one.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Wait on.
Really good shot there.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Beaten on the drive.
Oh.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep. No.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Wait there.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Edged it. Confident appeal. Could it be? Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Good shot. It's found the gap.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Bowler.
And gone.
Yeah.
Brilliant reactions to take that one.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Great one.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Wait.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
India seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's 142 for 5.
Waiting.
Drives and misses everything.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Digs it out well.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yep. Keeper.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
They'll get at least one.
Keeper. No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Nice one.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Great one.
Right, ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Going with pace now.
Wait. Wait there. Wait!
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yup, yup! No!
Turning down runs that are that safe, it just isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
Nice bowling!
Over. India are 147 for 5.
No interest in that one from the batter. Right, will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Ooh, well bowled!
Right, with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Ooh, great one!
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Ooh, nice bowling!
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Ooh, great one!
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Hendricks from the south end. Solid defence, very compact.
Waiting!
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Wait there! Yep!
Straight to the
No!
fielder.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Waiting!
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait there! Yup, yup! No! Yup! No!
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Parkinson, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Nice.
Right on top of the spin, keeps it out well.
Parkinson doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
Wait there.
Good
Yep.
piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Now, there would have been a few hearts in mouths in the crowd, but somehow they managed to make their ground with a dive.
Yep.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
4 runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put
Waiting.
away. Good catch.
Yeah!
Out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Got right in behind it. Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. That was a good slow ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them. Just the 1 run off the over. India are 160 for 6. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper's in.
A couple on offer here. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Wait there. Go!
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Misses everything.
Hendricks with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
6 runs added in that over. India are 166 for 6. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce. Just threw the shot too early. Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
Well placed, should get a single.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. India are 168 for 7.
Wait
Can't
there.
get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Ackerman, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Waiting. Yep.
There'll be runs here. Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait. Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bowler's end. No.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over. 7 off it. India are 175 for 7.
Wait on.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Waiting.
Great shot through the gap.
To the keeper.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Wait there.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Nice one.
End of the over, 2 runs added. India are 177 for 7. Mulder coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Wait. Yep.
Really good shot there.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs.
Wait on. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Wait on.
Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters.
Waiting.
Nice one.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yup.
Picks the gap perfectly.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Great one.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Wait on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Wait there. Yup. No.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Mulder has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
Wait.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Yup,
They'll
yup.
push hard. Should get back for two.
Bar.
Waiting.
Collects that one. Simple as you like inside the ring.
Wait there. Yup. No.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yup.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Nice shot.
Yup.
Runs possible.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder. Drives and misses everything.
Mulder with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wait.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Nice one. A little late on that, no run scored.
Solid defence, very compact. End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads. Parkinson from the north end. Nice solid defensive shot.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Ooh. Well bowled.
Right on top of the spin. Keeps it out well. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nice one.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well. Got the defensive shot in. Nice and simple.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Ooh. Well bowled.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
They'll get at least one.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
No.
Bowler is confident on this one. Considering a review for this one, I don't think they should waste it. It really looked out to me.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Now it's just if it hit the wickets. Slightly unlucky, just clipping the wickets and they have to go.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Right, coming back into the attack. Got right in behind it.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Nicked it. Confident appeal. Could it be? A beauty. Brilliant catch.
Another one goes off the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Yeah.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Ackerman, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That was a solid shot. Really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Well, didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for 2. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they'd carried on. A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
10 runs added in that over. India are 219 for 9.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
No. Wait. Yep. Yeah. No.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Wait on. Yeah.
Couldn't get it through the field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Waiting.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. India are 221 for 9. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Yep. No.
Good return there, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yeah.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Bowlers.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Over. India are 224 for 9.
Yep. No.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Well bowled.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
That's the over. India are 225 for 9. Hendricks, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Nice bowling.
Edged
Yep.
it.
No!
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yep.
Shoulder arms. A horrible piece of batting. They've been bundled out for not many at all. The bowlers have done their job, just need the batting to finish it off. We're ready to get this innings underway. There's a huge opportunity with the time left and with this batting order to build a strong lead and put themselves well ahead in this game.
Winning.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap. Scamper through for the leg bye, and the innings is underway.
Evans is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Keepers in.
A couple on offer here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Solid defence, very compact.
Whip.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no run scored. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
4 runs added in the over. Leicestershire are 4 for none.